In a small village nestled between green hills and flowing rivers, there lived a young man named Aman. He was known for his honesty and integrity, while the world around him often valued shortcut and deceit. Aman stood firm in his belief that truth would always prevail, no matter the challenges. Aman's family ran a small farm, and like many others in the village, they lived a humble life. One day, a rich merchant came to the village. He was looking for workers to help him with a large project that involved with transporting goods through the nearby mountains. He offered generous wages, and many villagers accepted the opportunity, knowing that it would provide financial security for them and their families. However, the merchant, although wealthy, was known to be unscrupulous. He often took advantage of people's desperation for money, paying them less than promised and making false promises. Despite his reputation, many villagers were willing to overlook his fault because of the immediate benefits they received. Aman thought had his doubts. When he was offered a job by the merchant, he knew deep down that he could not accept it. He believed that if something felt wrong or unjust, it was not worth pursuing. However, knowing how hard his family had been working to make ends meet, he felt a strong internal conflict. His family urged him to take the job as the pay was far better than what they were earning on the farm. The day before the work was set to begin, Aman overheard the merchant talking to his assistant. The merchant was planning to receive the worker by paying them less than promised. Once the project was completed, he was going to pocket the difference and leave the worker with nothing. Aman was distracted by this betrayal of trust and honor. At that moment, Aman made a decision: he could not work for someone who was willing to cheat others for personal gain. The next morning, he approached the merchant and politely declined the job, explaining that he could not be part of a sham built on lease. The merchant, seeing the determination in Aman's eyes, mocked him, saying, "You have regret this decision. Your family will suffer because of your foolishness." The other villager, eager to take the job, laughed at Aman, calling him knave and foolish. But Aman stood by his decision, knowing that his integrity meant more to him than the temporary benefit of wealth. Day passed, and the project continued. However, as the merchant dynasty became evident, the workers soon realized that we are being cheated. Word of the merchant deceit spread quickly. People began to withdraw their support, and the merchant found himself isolated. His business collapsed, and soon he was forced to leave the village in shame. Meanwhile, Aman continued to work hard on his family farm. Thought the financial struggles were real, he was content knowing he had acted with honors. Years later, the villager realized the wisdom of Aman's decision. His honesty had not only saved him from a corrupt system, but had ultimately led to the downfall of someone who thrived on lease. Aman's reputation of truthfulness spread far beyond the village, and he became a symbol of integrity, proving that truth, no matter how difficult, always triumph in the end. Moral: no matter how difficult the situation, truth is always the right path. It may not bring immediate reward, but in the long run, it leads to true success and respect. Lies and decide may appear to offer short-term gains, but they ultimately lead to downfall, while truth always prevails.